This is for the players.
I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
And this is For the Players, the pop culturist PlayStation podcast with over 40 years of playing PlayStation and 10 plus years in that games media combined. I'd like to thank you for joining us in this PlayStation conversation.
This PlayStation conversation happens every Monday morning at 9 a.m. Australian Standard Time on YouTube and 8 a.m. on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast services. If you'd like to be a part of future conversations, please join us on Facebook, Discord, comment below. Feeling generous, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/thepopculturists. Head over there, check out the tiers, might be something there that interests you.
If you support us on Patreon, you can watch us record this show live along with our other show, The Young and the Wrestlers. So get yourself a nice little sneaky link where you can come and watch us record the show, get your input, get your having ads, and get all involved in the show.
Yeah.
If you want to support us in a more one-off fashion, head over to popculturist.com/shopping, buy shirts like that one and other assorted shit with our logos on it. We are also on Twitch at twitch.tv/thepopculturist. Now, something that I should do every week.
Right now, so.
That's fine. Something that I should do every week, but I don't. If you do listen to us on your podcast services, why don't you go give us some five-star reviews, comment, tell your friends, that sort of shit.
Not just 5-star. If you think it's a 3-star, be honest.
Yeah, give us an adequate review that you believe this is worth. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you're enjoying your time, why not give a bit of a little sneaky like and subscribe?
I hate it.
I hate it so much.
I fucking hate it.
I just want to see if it works. We how many episodes of this have we done? 120 something?
Yeah.
And we are still yet to say it properly. I'm like, let's do a testing bed. Let's see if we get a sudden change from this one episode. The answer will be no, but I'm putting it out there.
I'll be sure to remind at the end of the show as well.
Cool. Because if you last that long, holy fuck, why you don't like and subscribe? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
How are you, friend?
Good.
Sweet. Thank you very much. Shows much more than I expected.
Coming to the players.
No, you good?
Yeah, right.
Anything exciting happening these days?
No.
No?
Really?
Been playing the WoWs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, it's been busy, man.
Work life?
Get on when I can. You know, still in the grind, level 42.
Out of how many? 60?
60.
Ooh,
I'm on the way.
Shabby.
I'm on the way. But technically 45 is the halfway point in terms of XP.
Oh, okay.
So I'm almost halfway.
Ow.
That's okay. It's been what? Nearly a month, I think.
That's a pretty good effort for a month.
It's not bad.
I'm sure there's 60s running around, right?
There were within a week.
Jesus.
So,
how?
people that played on private servers the last 5 years or whatever, like had it fucking down to a T. They killed the first raid in the first week.
Oh, as in because they've done it so much, they just know how to make it work.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
that was their thing. Is how quickly, brand new server, let's figure out the optimal way. So they've got it down.
Interesting.
Mad lads.
Yeah, that's crazy amount of time.
Yeah. Did have a bit of a palate cleanser yesterday.
Ooh.
Played some Diablo 3 again.
Ah, nice.
Why not? It's always there.
Yeah, we went to...
I wanted to feel like a god for a couple hours instead of feeling like a fucking pleb on WoW. Because WoW is just like, whoops. Yeah, whereas Diablo's just... You've seen Millie playing it. Just thousands of enemies just wiping them out.
Well, speaking of, because we went to EB Games yesterday for a long time, like Millie, my wife, and I, we haven't taken her in ages. She's like, oh, I've got this game. I'm like, yeah, well, look, you've got a PS4 in the room. Right now you watch Netflix on it. Like, get a fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you want, it's yours. She's like, ooh. Like, that's Diablo 3. We have that at home. Yeah, but it's different. Like, it has the expansion. I can buy you the expansion. Like, yeah, but it's a different cover. Like, fuck.
Well, it would probably actually be cheaper to buy a pre-owned version with the expansion from EB than buying it digitally.
No, but it's just that.
Yeah,
there's 10,000 games in this EB.
And the cover looks cool. It's got like a fallen angel on it with his eyes.
Yeah, it's got like we had the Reaper of Souls one. It's like the ultimate edition afterwards.
Yeah.
It's got a cool demon on the front. Like fucking hell, Millie.
Sorry.
That's all right. Okay.
So what'd you get?
Nothing.
She just came home and
she went,
played Diablo.
and then just came home.
Yeah, fair.
Understandable. My wife's horrible at decisions, and I kind of sprung it on her.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she'll do some Googleizing. We also have a stack of games out there.
Just when she's away, get Diablo updated on her PS4 and have it running when she gets home.
Ooh.
So she doesn't have to go through all that effort.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
That's really good. I might do that after this.
I bought Alex Borderlands 3
Aye!
to celebrate the school holidays.
Awesome.
Because he played it on the PopC account for a bit. and he's like, "It's good."
Xbox, PS4?
Xbox.
Ah.
The humor is aimed at his age.
Yeah.
All the poopy humor and the stream. Apparently, the bad guys are like streamers, and they're like, like and subscribe. And
Yeah,
all that
like
stuff.
scrubbing a bag.
Completely in his demographic, that kind of humor. So he was bored, and I'm like, "Why don't we play Borderlands more?" He's like, "Well, it's lost progress because it's not on my console." I'm like, okay. Let him sit on it for a few days, and then when he got home from school on Friday for the school holiday,
Bam!
I had it in his room already with a little note: "Happy school holidays, love Dad."
Oh.
Yeah, so that's nice. So he's just been hammering that.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot more of that actually. That's probably the game I've probably spent the most time with.
Everything I've seen about it is like gameplay, fucking schmick.
Yeah.
Everything else, meh.
Yeah, and
Humor,
that's
story,
pretty accurate.
characters is all just like meh, but the gameplay is top notch.
Yeah, the bones are fucking mwah.
Yeah.
Like the gunplay is so staggeringly improved over Borderlands 2. Now, granted, I've played a lot more since last week's impressions. Probably put like another 10 hours or so in since then.
Fair.
So I've seen more of the world. Like I've actually left Pandora. I've now seen 3 planets extra. So like I've gone around. I've seen these different locations. That's all cool. I think. Well, some of the things that I mentioned, I'm like, God, it doesn't look that fucking good. I went back and looked at Borderlands 2. This game is fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Like
Borderlands 2 looked better in remembrance.
Yeah,
than it
I
actually
remember it
does.
looking like Borderlands 3.
No, because it's all like faded. Like the
Yeah.
textures don't seem like they're very sharp.
Yeah, it's all faded. The outlines are super dark and super harsh
Yeah.
compared to the faded inners. And it looks super weird. It looks super bad. Where here, I'm like, once you're watching that going, I was way too harsh in this game.
The thing is with it is that like it's looter shooter. It's about the end game and grinding the better gear and all that kind of stuff. So the gunplay is probably what's most important. Is
Yeah.
it fun to actually play and
Yes,
kill
it
shit?
is.
Yes, it is.
However-
Whereas the story and all that, you kind of experience it once.
True, and
And
I
then it's
like The
kinda-
Division, I never paid attention to
And
the
it's not
story
an
at all.
excuse for having an average story, but what's important to the game is good, and I think that's what matters.
Yeah, so you, as an example, loved Tales from the Borderlands, right?
Yeah.
The humor is on point. It's exceptionally written.
I cried,
this is
I laughed,
this is the opposite
everything.
of that.
That's
There's a lot of
shame.
Tales characters in it,
Yeah, I saw that.
so that'll be really exciting for you.
Yeah, Reese and Fiona
And
whatnot.
Vaughn and-
Vaughn, yeah.
So yeah, you would love that, but it just doesn't land the same.
I
Which is a
still
real
say
bummer.
Tales from the Borderlands is the best
It is.
Borderlands game in the franchise.
I would agree.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I'd play it again.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
See, and like this is like I said, like the story and the humor. I have not out loud laughed once. I've been playing a lot with Dash from Dash Culture.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm doing there should be a video up with him. Both him, myself, and Paul from Player 2. We all hang out and record a pod together. Doing it tonight, at the time of recording, so it'll be up tomorrow. I've been playing a lot with him, and like the snarky remarks that we're making at response to the game is funnier than the game.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that we're humorous, but it's none of it's landing. I once again, I think it's because I've outgrown.
If you were 10
that
years
humor.
younger, maybe.
Yeah, but even on top of that, and this is a sentiment that I couldn't put it into words, and then I watched Skill Up's video.
Yeah, I watched that as well.
And he kind of nailed it. He's like, yeah, the way they've written the streamers here, it sounds like a boomer writing a streamer. I'm like, that's why it landed.
Yeah.
That's because I'm like, although we stream
I'm
games,
picturing it as like Randy Pitchford writing the script for the villains, who has no idea about streamer culture and all that kind of stuff.
But even on top of that, like, I'm not really like, although we stream, I'm not in streamer culture. So then again, it's over my head anyway. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of where your kid, he's right up in that shit.
Yeah.
Like, so all that kind of like, that wacky shit and all that, like
Please
that.
like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's what they say in real
Yeah.
life. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
But as far as I can tell, the gunplay is exceptional.
Yeah.
So that's really
I've had a lot less performance problems as well. Had a lot at the start. They've kind of faded out.
been a patch. Or
There may have been. I haven't really noticed, but
you have like auto.
I've auto updates, so I wouldn't know.
okay. Yeah,
But
okay.
I believe there may have been a patch on me, but I'm having fine. Like, I'm not having major drops. Like, I think there might be some netcode error because, like, when Dash and Paul joined my game, they were having a bit of chug. And we're all running on pros. But I'm having the smoothest time now for some reason. No, but I mean, like, as not
Yeah,
like
no,
someone's
no,
on an oldie and they're like, well, why is this? I'm running like butthole.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's.
I still want to. I want to get it.
Yeah, I would
but I'm
wait.
gonna wait until it's
wait till it's cheaper.
$40 or something.
Yeah.
Although the lad at EB gave it to me for 60, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, what shape?
Because I brought in like beauty price match Big W JB for 79. He's like, oh, let me see. His phone out. He shows me like Amazon $60. I'm like, sick. I'll take it.
I'll take two.
Yeah. I'll take your entire stock.
But yeah, the game is better than I originally gave it credit for.
It's good.
Yeah.
I guess that's the thing with first impressions, though.
Yeah.
You know, some games take a while to really.
Well, because at that time, I had spent the entire game on Pandora. I'm like, what the fuck's new here?
Yeah.
And then you go to a new planet. Like, okay, so it's sort of new. Saying that, however, it's one of the most, like, similar to what Skill Up said, it's one of the most static worlds I've ever played. It's bland. It's boring. You go to new locations. Oh, it's the same.
No public events.
No public event. Well, not public events. Like, even just anything that shows that world is living.
Yeah.
Or even just like when you go from Pandora to, I don't know, a planet that I call a penis. It's not what it's called. I think it's called a Venus or something. See, funnier than the game. Where like it just feels like they've taken Pandora, reskinned it, and moved the paths a little bit. You know, so it doesn't feel distinctly unique. Like there's no like, you know, if you use Destiny as an example, like each planet feels noticeably different. Yeah, and on top of that, the UI fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So this is the problem. Like, the game working is what makes it a 5, right? Because the game fucking runs. Has performance issues, that's a concern. But the bones are so good that it brings it up, and everything else sucks anus. So, like, is it worth the 9 or whatever people are claiming? Well, if you're looking just at how it plays, fuck yeah, it's a 100% 9 out of 10 for gameplay. But then you put everything else around it, like the humor, you know, even the game visually is impressive. It's like you add all these extras and it brings
UI
it down. Yeah, that UI makes menu, because you spend a lot of time in menus changing out games and shit, and it's all about those guns. It's all about the skill trees and shit, and it's near inoperable. Like the maps are hideous.
Yeah,
it's almost unusable.
Yeah, their maps have always been fucking shit.
Yeah, and like that is no way this game is worth a 9. Unquestionably, no. Fact, motherfuckers. It's like 7.5, 8 maybe. Yeah.
Arbitrary. But fair.
Yeah, so if I had to put a number on it, I'm like, I'm sitting here yelling about how it's on 9. I'm like, well, what is it, motherfucker? I'm like, 7.5. That's all I've been playing, really. I haven't really put my hands onto anything else. But that's enough about that. Let's talk about what's happening this week in a section we call Inform the Players.
The Last of Us Part 2 will be featured as part of Sony's next State of Play broadcast. Developer Naughty Dog tweeted a short video clip that simply shows a switchblade knife and dust particles drifting by. The accompanying text reads, the date and time of State of Play, September 24th, 2019 at 1pm PT, which translates to 6am September 25th for Australia.
There's been a couple of different posts since. There's one of the hammer, you know, throwing back to that trailer where that woman just hammers the fuck out of someone.
Not in the sexy way either.
No, not in the sexy way. And then Jeff Keighley...
some would find it sexy.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And then Jeff Keighley tweeted one about just a giraffe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
I worked out that time zone difference myself.
Spot on, yeah, 6 a.m. on September 25th.
Pretty good. I've been waiting for a long time for more information. The last time we probably saw the game was E3 2018 with Sony's gameplay demo. As it turns out, the release date may have arrived early. An updated product page for The Last of Us Part 2 on Swiss website SoftRidge has the title pegged for a launch on the 28th of February 2020. However, the page since has been taken down, of course.
Cover art has also been on display. If you go to the Twitter account at PopCulturists, you'll see it, because I shared that shit. Wow. Like, motherfucker.
Pretty much where I think 28th probably isn't accurate, but I still think it's
a Friday, isn't it?
Maybe, but I think it'd be a good Valentine's Day release, to be honest.
Yeah, you and Joel were talking about that in our chatty.
I didn't see that. Yeah, the 28th is a Friday, but it's also the last Friday of the month, so it could be like placeholder February.
Potentially,
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, the 14th I think it'd be cool. Happy Valentine's Day. Now go fucking...
shank a bunch of people.
Yeah, with hammers.
Well, look, for me personally, I'm happy that it's February, because there's a couple reasons. A, sick. It's like close. 2, it had that moment of where I'm going to go, maybe Josh and I know what we're doing. Because literally yesterday I was talking to my wife in the car back from EB Games. I was talking about Last of Us and the state of play, and I'm like, I think I might get up early on Wednesday to watch it. Blah blah blah. She's like, what's so exciting? I'm like, oh, we'll probably get a release date. I think probably the end of Feb. Like, I'm keen as mustard for this game. Keen as mustard. Now that I finally finished The Last of Us.
Yeah, after 8 years
Shut your face.
or whatever. I still think it hinges on Death Stranding releasing.
100% it does. 100%.
November or December? I keep getting
November.
That and Pokemon, I keep getting mixed up.
I mean, what could happen is if Death Stranding hits, they can go, fuck it, we're moving forward to 2 weeks. Because February is pretty loaded as it is. Because everyone thought, like Death Stranding and stuff coming out the end of this year, everyone just kind of skewed themselves to early next year. And imagine that. I mean, like,
Sony are locking the market down.
Yeah, and they're like, you know what, fuck it, let's bring it out even earlier. Just to fuck up people's February. Yeah. Are you going to be getting up for this? Are you watching it once it happens?
6 a.m. Wednesday. Yeah. I'll be working, so I'll only be getting up an hour before I normally do anyway. So
well, it's the same. Like I will be normally up at about 6:30 anyway, so just crank the clock an hour forward, have a shower, maybe come in here, and if it's interesting, I might stream it. Get some free content out of it, then go to work.
Yeah.
So they also shared another clip for State of Play, which is like this ledge and then a bunch of people falling off it, like World War Z style. I'm like, where are they going with these World War Z Wii Fit trainers? Like, what's
that? I think that clip was probably made in Dreams.
Yeah, because even last year, 2018's E3, like a lot of the interstitials between.
I think it's cool if they use Dreams for that.
Yeah.
To give it some form of marketing.
Give it something.
We
still haven't played it. I still haven't played it yet.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, like even though once again, like as we're about to hit PAX, and last year I interviewed the gentleman from one of the devs from Dreams, and he sold it really well, and I played it there, and it felt good. Just like it's early access.
Just wait for it to go free, because when it's fully released, it's free, isn't it?
Only if you have bought the early access version.
Well, then it's not free if you've bought it.
No, but as in like right now it's $25 or whatever.
I thought it was free. Or you can, when it officially launches, but you could play now for early access.
I don't believe no.
That's what Steam does with early access.
Yeah, no, this is access, as in you pay for it now, $25. You get all the early access. You get to help shape the game, and then when
you don't pay full price.
Yeah, you don't pay $80 or $90 when it drops.
Yeah, fair.
So even then, it's worth dropping down to sort of. But on top of that, remember how it was like this is limited number beta, very easily available.
Yeah, of course.
Not many people bought it. You can probably tell.
No. It's a long game. Well, I'll jump forward a bit then just on that comment because Sony has a 10-year vision for Dream. Shuhei Yoshida says it's one of his favourite projects ever.
Well, you'd want to hope so because it took him 10 years to make it.
Yeah, that's been the 10 years. That was the 10-year plan.
We had a 10-year plan and it's finished. Thank you very much, James. Mini Molecule, you're fired.
Apparently Shuhei loves it though.
I imagine he would. So, creatives would love that shit. Like, I don't have those skills. And, like, I'd be that guy that's like, I'm going to remake something else in the game. Like, because I don't have that original...
ones you've been shitting on.
Yeah.
Make something original.
Yeah, because I don't have the original thought to do that.
Yeah.
Like, where people that are genuinely creative go in there and make something fucking awesome. I'm like, yeah, this is what's for.
Last I heard, weren't they hiring Media Molecule hiring people to make games in Dreams for them? I think so. Something like
Last
that.
I heard, yeah.
I still think Dreams has a better future than Anthem. Plans for most post-launch content in Anthem have been put on ice, so the development team can focus on updates and thoroughly review core issues surrounding gameplay. Biohead's head of live service, Chad Robertson,
what a name,
Chad, announced a decision, and it was purely his decision too, because he's a Chad. Yeah. Announced a decision in a blog post that detailed some of the changes the development team has made to Anthem following player feedback. He acknowledged those tweaks weren't enough, saying, "We hear your concerns on core issues on Anthem and are acting on it. Those systems require a more thorough review and reworking versus quick fixes. We've got a team working on that now. Early results are promising. In order to address these long-range plans, we are moving away from the act structure for updates," he continued. "Instead, we have additional season updates planned this year that we think players will enjoy. These events will deliver challenges and chases similar to what you've already seen, and are built around some fun themes we're bringing to the game." So basically, the roadmap is just gone. Essentially.
Yeah,
put on ice, but it's gone.
What they've done is by saying that, hey, we've put it on ice and we're focusing on improving the game. So if it never delivers, they don't have to. They've got a way out.
I don't have too much more to say about Anthem. I just thought it was worth bringing up.
Well, on top of that, it's also I believe it's available on EA Access now as well. Yeah, I think so. If you haven't picked it up, you can now play it free-ish.
My
question mark.
my journalism dive didn't go very far.
Yeah, you tried. You
After
tried
the
real
first
hard.
few days, I was like, I can't play this anymore.
Yeah.
I have no incentive.
Well, and that's part of it. Like, that's one of the things we get to do. Is like if we play it as much as we want. Like, we aren't fucking IGN.
I don't have to finish the game.
Yeah, we have to do shit. I finish these games because I feel obligated to by myself, not because we are, held.
But yeah, server shutting down in 2020. Heard it here first.
Oh, risky.
Hideo Kojima has made no secret of the fact he wants to invent a new Strand genre with Death Stranding, and as a result, he believes one game might not be enough for his ideas to catch on. Speaking to GameSpot, Kojima explained that he believes without sequels, Death Stranding will not establish Strand as a continuing genre. Quote, "When you create something new, you have to create a sequel and then a third version of it, or it will not remain as a genre," he said, continuing, "When this game comes out, there will be a lot of pros and cons, and these elements could become the essence of the core part, but I think it's better that I keep going with a sequel." In regards to how many games the genre needs to flourish, Kojima suggested probably at least 1.5 and then 2, maybe at least so it remains and people are aware of the genre. Death Stranding is what Kojima terms a Strand game, which he says has never existed before. While it's still slightly unclear what exactly defines a Strand game, it seems to be bound by social elements.
What wank? What wank?
Blowing steam. That means nothing.
We've seen his game. You know what it is? It's a walking game.
It's an open world.
It's an open world baby delivery. How much shit can you put on your back? He's a ladder game.
So essentially, Sam and Ladders.
He is all up his own butt.
I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Same, I agree.
100%.
But without clear understanding of what this game is, or as they said, it's as you've written there, like which he says he's unclear what a Strand game is. So you can't be like, what genre is it? Oh, it's a new one.
It's a Strand.
Or what's a Strand game?
It just seems like it'll be an open world game with story based choices
And social focus.
that impact
all that exists.
gameplay. Yeah. It's called an open world game, an open RPG, basically. Look, we'll see. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Because that's the thing, we will be playing it. We will talk about it. But it's the situation of
it was so exciting when it was first.
It was huge. I was really excited. I'm so fucking bummed out at it right now. I simply have zero fucks for Death Stranding at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think that's because of the nature of what we do and being a PlayStation show, we are forced to reflect and look upon Death Stranding more than the average consumer? Or are we just not
I just think
part of the cult?
we've done this long enough. Not that we're pros, but some signs are clearly written on the wall, kind of thing. Like you can kind of see at this point that this game probably is not going to land well.
Yeah, it feels no mansky.
For the majority.
And
There's going to be the hardcores that are like, you just don't get it. You don't understand Kojima's mindset.
And I think that's what he's doing here. He's like, the reason you don't understand it is because it's a genre that you've never seen before. He's playing smart PR here. He's changing the message.
Shall be
So, because if you can't define it by your fucking third-person action adventure, then you can piss on mushrooms in this game. Has that ever been done before? Why am I so mad about Death Stranding?
Can't see his dick though.
Yeah, the lack of Norman Reedus paying guest, big shame.
There is no top selling games list this week.
When did you check that last?
This morning when I did the
cool.
news.
That's fine then.
Quick bits.
Because you are correct.
Shuhei also confirms that Sunset Overdrive is now owned by PlayStation.
Awesome. We speculated this a couple of weeks ago. Because it was presumably that Xbox had the publishing rights for console.
Not the case.
As in they had publishing rights, but IP was owned by Insomniac. So it looks as if we may get a Sunset Overdrive 2 at some point. But who knows whether...
He said the chances of getting a port are very, very, very slim. But yeah, it doesn't rule out a sequel or anything. I thought Sunset Overdrive was quite good.
I haven't played it.
I enjoyed it.
But I imagine it's probably the good stepping stones into what became Spider-Man.
Pretty much. Minecraft is getting a character creator.
Oh.
But not on PlayStation.
Suck it.
PlayStation's the only one not getting that.
Understandable, because it's fucking Microsoft owned.
I wouldn't have minded if Microsoft, when they bought Minecraft, were like, it's ours.
Well, that's the thing, because that's something that's so...
That goes against their whole message at the
Yeah,
moment.
so you and I have both disclosed we listen to Sacred Symbols, Colin Moriarty's PlayStation show a lot. And that's one of his stances is that, why didn't they just go super fucking exclusive on it? And although I disagree with it in some places, I have no issue with this. I'm like, no, I get it.
I think that would have been probably bad PR more
huge.
than anything, because you're ruling out how many millions of people have bought it.
And look at it now. It's a top-selling game again.
Yeah.
All the time.
Or we think, because there's no top selling list, but it's always in there. I wouldn't have...
Since that internet resurgence on Minecraft being cool.
So essentially, PlayStation, I don't think, is really getting any more updates to Minecraft.
Yeah.
All the new stuff they're doing and all that is on the Switch, Xbox, PC, tablet, but not PlayStation. And Fortnite is currently having a crossover event with Batman.
Awesome. They're not the only ones. AEW. Batman is all elite.
Oh.
All elite
So
wrestling.
who's showing up? Christian Bale or
I guess
George Clooney?
I think it's animated Kevin Conroy.
Adam West.
They wheel him out because he's dead.
It looks like the skin that I saw in it seemed to be Nolan's Batman,
Cool.
which looked pretty cool.
Cool.
I'm never going to play it, but it looked cool. And Tilted Towers has been remade to Gotham City.
And it's fascinating, once again, the power of Fortnite. Like, they just had a Thanos
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Like, so they've done the Marvel, they've done the
it's
DC.
Batman Day.
It is, yes, it is, yeah.
So,
But I mean that in terms of, like, the power of Fortnite to be able to cross those lines.
Marvel and
didn't
DC.
be like, hey, you can't fucking do that. Like, we're Fortnite, motherfucker.
yeah, we'll do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Whenever we want. We don't even need your written permission to use your IP, because we have
Guess
that
what? We already made it.
we have that much money.
Like, what are you going to do?
Take us to court.
We're owned by Tencent. That's Chinese. You love the Chinese demographic. Well, that's true, we do.
They spend a lot on microtransactions. Yeah, that's it for the news, Ryan.
Yeah, man.
As we have a chat to the players about... Oh, shit, did I get it? I did get it. E3's new... What's the word? E3's new approach to being relevant, I guess. So, what do you reckon? Do I just read the news
Just
story?
go to town and I'll lean back and I'll absorb and then we'll get this party started.
The ESA is hoping to turn E3 2020 into a fan, media, and influencer festival that would feature queuetainment and a Disney Fast Pass style system. As reported by GameDaily.biz, the ESA's plans were revealed in a pitch deck intended for the lobbying group's members that was inspired and in response to feedback from publishers. The ESA proposes that influencers and paid celebrity deals become more of a focus, which, with examples including, quote, members of the LA Lakers playing basketball video game in front of fans, or actors competing in a tournament, like Snoop Dogg when he got Blaze playing Battlefield.
He sucks so much ass.
I'd watch more. I'd watch more.
It was so bad.
As for those attending the show, the ESA membership approved adding an additional 10,000 gamer badge holders. This would bring the total number of consumers to 25,000 and would potentially lead to an industry-only day on the Tuesday before the public gains access on Wednesday and Thursday. The plans also propose that the Disney Fast Pass style system be implemented that would allow users to register for a demo time window and come back later to avoid waiting for hours at a time for a single game. That doesn't mean there won't be long wait times, and ESA hopes to incorporate queuetainment. I have real trouble reading that word. To market to those in line, this would allow E3 exhibitors to have access to consumer data captured through the app or have a captive audience as people wait in line for demos. The pitch deck also discusses utilising, quote, the power of social good and, quote, suggest exploiting millennial and Gen Z propensity for giving back.
Exploit.
Poor choice of words.
Yeah,
I watched The Dark Knight the other day. It's like, poor choice of words. Drops the fans out the window. Rachel! Let her go. Where is she? Oh, that's such a great movie.
It's actually really
So
good.
Yeah.
You're wearing hockey pads.
Not my diagnosis. Anyway, how do you feel about this? Is this a step in the right direction or just grasping at something?
It's grasping, man.
You reckon?
Like, it's for a couple things. A, they've got nothing but bad PR right now. When you dox your media,
Yeah.
like you're in
I
you're
forgot
in
about that.
trouble.
That's
Yeah,
what they wanted, actually.
Yeah.
There was no follow-up to that. Everyone's like, shh, 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 shh.
yeah. And see if there's a follow up.
I'm just gonna see if there's a follow-up. Keep going.
Yeah, so like they dox all their media. So media's going to be limited when they come next year, right? More and more they're finding that as press you can get away with doing shit without having to be there. As a majority of people don't even go stream the shit at home and make content out of it.
Yeah.
A press only day is a good idea, mostly because that eliminates all the issues that they were facing this year with it being open to the general public.
Yeah.
Having celebrities come and do stuff, that's not new.
Yeah.
Like looking at E3, when they did the Gears of War promo crap. They had Xavier Woods, Tyler Breeze.
I think their wording was to make it more of a focus.
Yeah, but then also having these guys on the floor so you could walk in and be like, oh my god, that's LeBron James over there and he's playing really bad at a game. Like, I understand the appeal, and queuetainment is a good idea in premise. Queuetainment. Like,
I've got to say it, you've got to say it.
Because remember when we were at
Star Wars?
Yeah, we were at EB Expo 2016 and they had Battlefront, and that's how we met the guys from Sons of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Because their job was to, while everyone's waiting to play Battlefront, one of the anticipated games of that year,
have lightsaber
battles nearby.
And
everyone's like,
yeah,
what the hell?
And it was fucking good.
Yeah, the line was, everyone's like, I don't want to move away from the line.
Yeah.
These guys are going to town.
And all of a sudden you look to your right and the line's like in the door and you're like, oh shit.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, and like that's cool idea. But I guarantee that it's probably not as kind as that.
But what about the wording at the end? They want queuetainment to utilize the power of social good and exploit millennial and Gen Z's propensity for giving back.
Exploiting is the worst choice of word. But like that is true. Like, there is, even though
that's why we can't buy houses and shit. They're exploiting it.
Yeah, this generation, like, I think they're on the idea of like, this generation fucking loves Patreon and shit.
Well, they stream to, they donate to streamers.
Yeah, like, why can't they just donate to us?
This multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Why can't we get that money while charging $500 a ticket to get in?
Yeah. See, the Fast Pass I like because that once again EB Expo had that, and they had the Ultimate Pass.
Yeah, I read it originally as, I thought originally it'd be like how EB did it, where there's a separate line. If you've got a fast pass, you're in the quick line, and if you don't, you're in the long line. But the way they worded it is like when we tried to get like a VR demo, you go to the booth, you go, what times you got? 4:15 tomorrow.
Done. Lock it in.
Here's your name, here's your number. 4:15 tomorrow, you go there, in you go. I like that.
I love that. Love it.
It'd be expensive, I'd imagine.
Yeah. But once again, PlayStation has that here open to everybody, and they go like that. Like, they go very fast. Yeah. We're also very lucky that we can just wake up and be like, hey, we're going
to get in an hour early as well. Sometimes they didn't do that. 2 years. The last one I went to, they didn't let us in an hour early.
Really? I should have.
We went in with all the flogs. No, we got in. We had our night before.
Oh, this is EB.
Yeah.
EB was different. EB was different. EB had, because it had the 5 hours or whatever that we got to go to town on everything the night before. We didn't get let in early. But with PAX doesn't have that. PAX just has the hour early.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I liked the night before.
The night before, because it gave us everything. So we just played everything we wanted to.
Canapes and shit going on.
Well, not even that. It was just
like wine.
In terms of content, we could play everything. We didn't have to take the camera, and then we came in the next day. We just shot shit in front of all the booths.
But they had like spring rolls.
They did give us like
nice.
drinks and canapes. That was pretty cool.
Want a beer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoops.
Like, we got to pay like Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
And then everyone else had to wait like 4 hours in line the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. And I played Monster Hunter World.
As
well that year.
Oh, I miss EB Expo so much. Like, PAX is good.
I didn't think I would, but I do.
I like EB Expo. I miss the travel too.
I'm going to Sydney again in 2 weeks, actually.
Nice.
More Samsung training.
Ooh.
They're flying us up, giving us all separate rooms for the night.
Oh, I got to pound so hard.
That's so good. Pound what?
Just yourself.
The hotel pillow.
Quiet room, so you just go to
everything. Window wide open, just on the bed. Oh shit, I'm on the ground floor.
But yeah, no, like, I do miss EB Expo. I found it just a better event, and because there was less people,
seemed more
obviously.
well organised, I think.
And I guess I don't know. I think it's because we were treated differently as press there, where PAX is like, hey, there's a bunch of 1,000 fucking press.
It was like 1,000 press.
Yeah, and like
you just need to make a fake Wix website to get a press pass for PAX.
Not true. I don't know many people that have been denied. Yeah, so Like, remember, like, the guy that was the PR, he knew us.
Yeah.
He came out and chatted to us, like, saw us by name and had come out and chat.
Yeah,
like, that was cool treatment. Like, I know it's not special treatment, it was just cool to be recognized for what we do.
As for this,
because when we would never go to E3 anyway, because we simply cannot afford it.
Yeah.
But we got really sidetracked there, didn't we? What's your thoughts? I've talked for like non-stop.
I just think it's I mean, obviously they've realised that the event doesn't have the same oomph that it used to because of how prolific YouTube and everything is, all the instant news that we get. So I think they're trying to make it more of a, I don't know, just more of an event for the people more than just an event for the publishers. But in that case, why not just not do it? Because everyone already has their own way of presenting information. Nintendo Direct, State of Play, Xbox could do something similar.
See, but on top of that, though, because by the sounds of what they're trying to do is they're trying to use that PAX model. Like, why use the PAX model? PAX exists.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do something... Like, why don't you just double down on it being fucking press? Double down.
Because there's not a lot of money in that.
Yeah, I know.
They get all the money from the public that are coming.
And it's this is the thing. Maybe it's because of the nature of what we do and where we work in. When I hear the idea of a fan, media, and influencer festival,
that sounds
I go,
the word influencer turns me off immediately.
Which is frustrating because
I could be rock hard and it will be instant innie.
Which is difficult because we're trying to hit that demo too.
Yeah.
Technically, we're somewhat influencers.
I just don't like the word.
Yeah, but I hate that word.
Don't call me that.
No.
We don't use the I word around here.
No, we don't.
We're just blokes.
Yeah, we're just dudes.
Call us bees.
Yeah.
What up, bee?
But yeah, like
we have so many. What it seems like they're trying to make E3 into, we already have 15 events like that a year.
Correct, yeah.
Around the world. Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show.
Well, Gamescom is exactly that.
PAX, all that stuff, all around the world, all throughout the year. So, yeah, I don't know.
But on top of that, yeah, but as it really sounds like they're trying to sparkle up whatever's there. Like, what's hot right now? Influencers. All right, let's make them do it. Like, it's not about making the event better. It's how can we shine what we have? Like, it's not a situation of like looking introspective and being like, well, why aren't we working? What's the problems that we're facing? It's like, no, how can we just remarket what we have? And I think that's the problem there. They're not changing; they're just piling shit on.
Well, we'll see. As long as like, I still like the actual conference though.
Yeah, I still love E3 conferences.
To me, it still has that special feel. Even though I go in there all like cynical and shit, waiting for cringe and all that kind of stuff, it's still enjoyable to watch.
Well, because even like this year, it was fun because I gave no shits this year.
Yeah.
Because without PlayStation attendance, we had no reason to cover it, and on top of that, it's just like But yeah, so I actually really enjoyed this year's E3 because I didn't have to care.
Yeah.
But saying that this year, or in 2020, I'm excited to care again.
What?
Fucking new generations, new games. PlayStation will be back and they'll be talking.
Will they?
Fucking hope so.
They haven't confirmed that.
Goddamn it. No one else has confirmed they come back next year.
Maybe because they're looking at this press release and going, nah.
All
the third parties can do that. We're going to do our own thing.
We'll have our own thing, yeah. But let us know what you thought of the ESA's new decision on how they're going to rebrand / remarket / exploit you in fucking 2020 with E3. I can't even know how to explain it because it's just exploit. It's just such a shitty word.
Yeah, definitely shouldn't have used that.
Oh.
Anyway, we actually have a good drop this week.
But yeah, so look, E3 2020 is literally 2020. Let's look at games that are coming out this week in a section we call Coming to the Players.
New PlayStation games for the week of September 24th, 2019. Code Vein, PS4 digital and retail, out on the 27th.
Give a bit of description of Code Vein.
In the face of certain death, we rise. In the not-too-distant future, a mysterious disaster has brought collapse to the world as we know it. Team up and embark on a journey to the ends of hell to unlock your past and escape your living nightmare in Code Vein.
Now, we should note this comes out on the 27th. It should be coming out on Friday as well. You played Code Vein at EB Expo, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was a really poor demo slice. You're
Yeah.
just like in a cave, and it was just not good.
Oh, cave's pretty cool.
Yeah, when you've been like going through this huge city and all that, and then you go, "Oh, there's a cave. That's cool." But when it's just like, "Here's the game. It's it's in a grey cave." Color Slayer, PS4, PS Vita, digital cross-buy. Contra Rogue Corps, PS4 digital and retail. Contra is back 2 years after the Alien Wars ended. The damned city erupts from the final battleground. From the midst of the chaos, a group of scoundrels emerge. They might not be typical heroes, but they're here to save the world or get rich trying.
Yeah, Contra's old
It's just
school.
interesting because Konami are actually doing something new.
Mm.
Dreaming Canvas, PS4 digital. FIFA 20, PS4 digital and retail. Habroxia, PS4, PS Vita digital cross-buy. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast. Kyle Katarm's classic adventure comes to PlayStation for the first time. Experience the legendary single-player epic with modernised controls and trophies. Test your skills in 24-player missions, 4 epic boss fights, and 1 unforgettable cantina.
Kind of happy at trophies.
And The Surge 2, PS4 digital and retail. On the way to Jericho City. Yeah, Jericho City.
So I just saw Atreus, and I was like, where the fuck's Atreus? And he's on the ground.
Jericho.
Jericho?
Jericho City. Your plane is shot down by a mysterious storm and crash lands on the outskirts. You wake up weeks later in a derelict detention facility inside the city. Soldiers enforce martial law, robots are on a rampage, and a dark, expanding nanostorm looms over the cityscape.
Yeah, a little bit of bubbly.
I really didn't think he would get a sequel.
Yeah, well, we played Surge way back in the day,
Yeah.
and it just turns out to be...
It was okay.
It was like Dark Souls with cranes.
It did get a very hardcore small fan
Yeah.
base, like I think Neo had.
Pretty much, yeah. It was cool. I think they'll try... What was before the Surge? I think I missed it because I lost Atreus. Oh, that was
Star
it. Cool.
Wars.
Sorry, I was zoned out. Yeah, because I looked over and the Atreus has broken... The foot broke on it the other day, so to go re-glue it.
Oh, poor kid.
Fucking Atreus. Yeah.
Say it
I'm a... Boy!
to me, boy.
I'm probably going to play Star Wars. I say that
Yeah?
as in I'm probably not going to because it costs money.
I'm not going to play any of that.
No, it's more well.
Probably. I'm stuck, man.
Man, are we like the best sorts of podcast? Like, what are you playing?
15-year-old game.
What are you playing?
Still
Old-
good.
Old game.
Still good. Yeah, but you always said it's about us and our personalities. So
That's true. I mean, we play what we want to play.
we are pieces of shit. That PlayStation conversation happened on a Monday morning at 9 a.m. Australian Standard Time on YouTube and 8 a.m. on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast services. If you'd like to be a part of future conversations, please join us on Facebook, Discord, comment below. Feeling generous, join us on Patreon at patreon.com/thepopculturists. Head over there, check out the tiers. There might be something there that interests you.
If you support us on Patreon, you can watch us and our other show, The Young and the Wrestlers, live. Get yourself a nice little sneaky unlisted link where you can come and join the chats as they happen. If you want to support us in more one-off fashion, head over to popculturist.com/shop. We can buy shirts like the one over there and other assorted shit with our logos on it. We're also on Twitch at twitch.tv/thepopculturist. And as I did at the start of the show, if you are listening to this as on a podcast service, please go head over there and give us a review of in some capacity, whether it be some stars, whether it be some written reviews. And if you are on the YouTubes, why don't you like and subscribe? And why don't you smack that like button? And what's the other? Oh, and bell for get the notification bell on so you can be updated when we release videos at the exact same time every week.
Yeah.
See, that's the one thing. Like, I've always refused to do that because it's like I hate that YouTube crap. But I wonder if it works. Will it work?
Even Jim Sterling's doing it now.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of what it's fun. Like fuck. If even Jim Sterling's doing it, maybe we're doing something wrong.
He's doing
here.
it when he's got how many? We got like 800k now.
Yeah,
He started
he's
doing it.
heaps.
Skyrocketed.
And we have like 3.
But we appreciate each and every one of you.
We do. We really love everyone that does take the time to come and have a listen to the show and comment and that sort of stuff. It's one of those things. We would do this without you guys, but we love you that you're here because we just use it as an excuse to hang out.
Shit.
Yeah, but it's even better when people want to hear our shit anyway.
Yeah.
So until the next one, I'm Ryan Betson.
I'm Josh Saunders.
And that was For the Players.
Please like and subscribe. Are you gonna put that sound effect there?
Nope.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
what's Jacksepticeye's thing?
What, at the start?
Yeah. Isn't there a big whip sound when he... Yeah.
Top of the morning to you, laddies. My name is Jacksepticeye. And today I'm playing Happy Wheels. And I'll see you in the next video! That's what he does. Because Alex watches him.
Yeah, we're not doing that. For the players, the Pop Culturist PlayStation podcast is fan-supported at patreon.com/thepopculturist. And we'd like to thank our Patreon producers and our Patreon founders for their kindness, their support, and their generosity. Our Patreon founders, Alpha Ferret, Craig O'Flaherty, David Chataway, Jesse Stevenson, and Jacob Garner. And our Patreon producers, AJ Abatomi, Damien Holdies, Kyle Dunn, Lee Wintershoven, Nathan Massetti, Paul James, Pure Mongrel, and Sean Levitt.